he says, okay, we've dated 5 times. I'm ready. Want to go to the aisle? No. And she says, no! That should never happen. With a shadchan,
you're supposed to ask him before to tell them, oh, I want to get married to her, he has $1.
Of course.
The shadchan has to tell him, oh, he wants to go to the oil with you.
No.
But you still know next time you go out that he's ready, even though he didn't say it to your face.
She finds out if he... Right. Shadchan finds out if she's ready and says, okay, she's ready, propose. So there's never that...
That's when it was simple. It's just not simple like that anymore.
There's no reason it can't be.
Well,
I'll let you guys do
there's
this.
other mediums of dating nowadays.
Look, even a woman getting married for the second time, she's in her 40s. I said to her, who is your shadchan? She said, I'm not a teenager. I said, you're a human being, you need a shadchan. Sure, we can get callous. We can get used to saying, I don't like you, and just walk away. Is that a good thing? It's not nice. Guys are becoming really, really secular, and it's cruel. It's cruel. Well, you're old enough, you can handle it. No one can handle it, and you're never old enough. It's painful. There should be no pain in this process.
That would be ideal. That's an ideal situation.
It's a
but
utopia,
I don't feel like it's very
speaking.
realistic
Why?
because I don't know.
The reality is there is pain, and there is, and the shadchans are not available to everybody, and not everybody has that accessibility to one for whatever reasons. Either you don't fit the bill, you're not firm enough, or you don't fit the profile of someone who would be seeking a shadchan. So it's a very utopic way, and I agree with you. It's very logical. Yeah, someone as a middle person, it will facilitate dating, but that's not the reality that I think myself and a lot of my friends here share.
I think the reason why it broke the shidduch stem is because it wasn't working.
So you look for other ways to meet people.
There are flaws, true, but it was working.
Just for the ideal standard that everyone was trying.
That's fine. I think the reason people stopped is because we're dating. I know how to date. I don't need help.
Also, instead of looking
And
for
dating becomes like a lifestyle. So here's a really painful thing. A guy tells me that he's seeing this girl, very, very impressed. He's very impressed. She's like everything. I said, is it too soon to say Mazel Tov? He says, oh, I'm not marrying her. I said, why not? He says, I'm not ready to settle.
No, ready to settle. Then why is it going? Why
I said,
is it
why?
dating?
I said, why would it be called settling? She's perfect. He says, yeah, but the next one could be even better. Did you hear that? Do you hear what's going on?
That guy?
Can we know who this guy is?
It's the same guy. All my stories about the same guy. But do you realize what's going on? I said, wait a minute. You went out with this girl to see if you could marry this girl. And you can. So why aren't you marrying her? He said, you ready for this? He said, why? Just to be married?
You
Yeah,
obviously wanted something more.
more than
More
more.
than getting married just to be married. But he's also clearly messed up.
So what I suspect is he wants something more than a woman. So anytime a guy says, I'm looking for a special woman. A special woman? You mean not just a woman? You don't like women? That's why there has to be something special? This is becoming secular. We're losing it all in the one area that we can't afford to become secular. Because if you're really going to be secular, don't get married. but don't get married secular. That makes no sense whatsoever. So some of the rules. When you're dating, you have to be completely selfish. Women are always asking me, how much do you share with a guy? Share? With the stranger? He is a stranger. Now you answer the question.
But how do you connect?
How much?
How do you connect?
Only
On a
about,
deeper level.
you don't connect on a deeper level
For how long?
until you're engaged.
What? But what if you can't do that?
What do you mean you can't?
You need to feel some sort. I don't know,
Find
but
out
I
about those
can't do
skeletons
that.
and
I don't
stuff.
know if I'd be able to do that.
Who's saying that for?
I'm saying I can't do it either.
Look, this guy that you're seeing, right? Tomorrow, he may call you up.
Then they don't know anything
You're not talking about anything,
and
He may call you up and say, nah. And you've told him things about yourself your mother doesn't know.
Well, no, I get that.
Oh, you're not meant to open to them?
Hmm?
You're not meant to open to them?
No!
Shouldn't talk.
Show up and don't say anything.
First of all, he doesn't deserve to know anything about
they
you.
already
But I
know
wanna know
everything
about
about you from the shotgun, don't they?
Yes.
What, I thought we don't have a shot.
But what are you talking about?
Wait,
That's what I'm like. There's nothing to say.
Besides the
Well, I'll tell you what you don't talk about.
Yeah.
You don't talk about anything you would be embarrassed to have him know if you're not marrying him. There should be no regrets. You gotta be reasonable. To go out four times with a guy and then have regrets?
Saying
Okay, what
don't
if
be
you're not
yourself
dating
until you
on
get
what-
married, and
What
then
if-
be
no,
yourself
no,
because he's stuck.
How do you think you can emotionally handle each other?
Okay, what if you're not going out just on 4 dates?
6
What if
dates.
you're going out, no, what if you're going out for a couple of months?
That's a problem right there.
Why?
Because after going out for a couple of months, you're married. You can't be objective anymore. You don't know anymore. You've gotten too close, you've gotten too involved, and then you decide to marry him and you realize that was dumb. But you were in so deep already that it was like, never let that happen.
Wait,
Yes,
months is too long.
yes.
That thing.
Once you get married,
All the bad stuff about him.
Yes.
In the marriage.
yes,
And that could also be
Yes.
a terrible thing.
but the marriage makes it worthwhile. If you're talking to a stranger, when I came to Minnesota, this couple came for advice. They're dating, they're going, they're living together, whatever they're doing, and it's really hard, so they're going for therapy. I said, wait a minute. Oh, they called it, we're working on the relationship. I said, let's keep the language simple. You're working on the relationship. You mean you don't like him? Why are you working on the relationship? Because you don't like him. And for this you go to therapy? If you don't like him, walk away. Oh no, we're very invested. Oh, okay. So you're not deciding whether you want to marry him. You're already married. This should never happen.
But what if it does?
Don't let it happen.
But what if it did or does?
If it did, thank God it's over.
Who said it's over?
Yeah, who said it's over?
Well, anything that goes on for more than 6 weeks, it's not going anywhere. You're just getting deeper and deeper into the mess. If the chemistry is there, it's going to be there on the 3rd meeting. Maybe 4th, maybe 5th. But after 6 weeks and nothing's happening, it's over. There's nothing to talk about.
6 dates or 6 weeks?
6 weeks.
A date a week.
Tops. Also, these 8-hour dates,
Are they 8-hour dates?
There are.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody who goes out on an 8-hour date might as well sign the ksuba. What in the world are you doing? So this guy who says, I'm not marrying her because the next one could be...
It's not a long time. I just didn't know that religious people, like, but, you know, people who do shidduchim were meeting and hanging out for 8 hours in hotel lobbies.
No. They go skiing, they go hand gliding, I don't know what they do.
We're people too.
But I'm telling you, what's happening is we're developing a culture of dating. They have no intentions of getting married. He's going to go out with the next one because the next one could be even better than this one. And then he's going to tell the other one, you're wonderful, but I'm going to go out with somebody else because they can be even... So he'll just keep going out to go out. And then they get together, and the guys get together and talk about who they went out with and what's good about her and what's not good about her. This is so evil.
Can I just say where this is coming from, why we do this? Because I think we all saw, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, saw a lot of marriages that we do not look up to. There are some great ones, but I'm saying a lot of bad ones that make no sense, and everyone just seems stuck. So we're like, okay, we're going to spend tons of time with this person. We're going to make sure 100% sure that this is going to be a good life with this person because it's the rest of our lives, and we see that. I feel like back in the day, everyone was just like, it's the rest of my life. But now we're
That's exactly how the secular world got to where they are. You've got to be careful. You have to be careful. You don't marry someone.
balance,
You don't marry someone unless you've slept with him a few times, moved in with him for a couple of months, just to make sure.
I'm just saying that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
But it doesn't work.
what if you get married and you're just sexually just not compatible and you're just stuck?
But it's not working. Why won't anybody admit that it's not working?
I know, but neither are working.
You think people should get divorced in that situation? What do you mean it's not working?
Marriages are not better. After dating for 3 years, marriages are good? They're not good.
And marriages are good when you go on 5 shidduch dates?
Yes.
I don't
You
know.
really think?
Yes.
You think it's better?
Yes.
I think it's more about trying to see the person in different scenarios and different situations, and seeing how they react to that. To see all those things.
Right.
I would be concerned if I just spent 2 hours with a person on 6 occasions. I haven't seen them in the way they respond to stress or the way
Right.
things like that.
So that's why you have to cause some stress.
I'm very good at that. Don't worry.
There's that expression there, state, if you really want to know somebody, see how he handles money, his temper, and his liquor. So if you really want to get to know a guy, steal his money, get him drunk, and get him angry.
Well, that'll get him angry. You're good.
When you have a good system and it's not perfect, you perfect it. You don't give it up.
How do you salvage that at this point? I feel
What
like
point?
The whole shidduch system, the whole shadchan system. At this point, it's not just us sitting here. There's also the shadchans that have to make
Okay.
the effort. And
So first of all, it doesn't have to be a professional shadchan.
so you can be a friend,
Yes.
mutual friend.
What's the
So
sign?
technically, I can meet him on an app, but as long as I have a mutual friend.
A what?
Yeah, but the whole point is
Yeah, you can use the app.
Don't ever use the app.
J-Swipe?
Let's say, or whatever. There's so many dating sites.
Non-J-Swipe?
How do you discern if he's emotionally healthy and will make you feel safe without getting deep? What's a good sign that a man is emotionally?
You'll never know by sitting and talking to him. He has friends. He has a history.
But everyone's like, well,
Yeah,
it's not real. I'm saying you have to see it for yourself. It's really
I went
not
out with a
real.
guy that everyone said was really amazing, and he really, really wasn't. And it was so upsetting.
When
I'm serious.
when I
How
call
come?
someone, when I call someone for my kids, I said, they gave you as a reference, so you know what's wrong with them. What's wrong with them? Don't tell me how wonderful they are. Tell me what's wrong.
That's why I think the shidduch system fell apart, is because it's not about like which flaws are compatible with which flaws. It's like, oh, pretend everyone's perfect, so maybe they'll like marry each other.
Yeah. So if they say, oh, he's wonderful, they're not telling you anything. First of all, what's he wonderful at? Oh, in general. Right. I got the message. You don't like him. So really, if you want to know about a guy, you ask his boyfriends. If you want to know about a girl, you ask the girlfriends.
Because they'll be honest.
No, because if they can get along,
They what?
because if they can get along and have friends, that's a good sign.
But at the same time, sometimes like people call me and I'm like, I don't know why you would trust my opinion, but they don't know who I am either. I don't know who I'm calling. Maybe they have a really bad judge of character. I don't know. It's just hard to like figure out.
It's a job, but it's worth every minute of it. The calling, the checking, family, of course. You got to know these things. We had really kind of an idyllic setup. It wasn't perfect, so we let it go. In exchange for what? For total chaos? Not good. Not necessary.
Wait, so your answer was you know a man is emotionally good if people say so.
If he has friends.
Oh, just